Hello?
It's Date, Kiryu. You remember the place I brought you to the other night?
Yeah, I think so.
Come by when you're free. I'm drinking all alone at the bar.
Okay, but pace yourself till I get there.
Don't keep me waiting too long then. Might overdo it.
Not a scratch.
Yeah, bring it on.
Let's do it. Try to block this. Got you now.
Here we go.
Yeah.
You're gonna get it. Here we go. Of course we won. Yeah.
And that's the end.
Did you really think you'd win? Yes. Let's do it. Try to block this.
Allow me time to take out the trash.
Get serious. Yeah.
We have a winner.
You picked the wrong opponent.
Learning more every day.
Let's go another. Let's beat him down. It's my turn. Try to block this. Got you now.
Here, think you can handle this?
I'm not backing down. Now then.
Something wrong?
Okay.
Right. Of course we won. Yes.
And that's the
You
end.
picked the wrong opponent.
Doing better than I thought.
We gonna fight some more?
おいてめえ。
泣き言言っても遅い
Bring it on.
It's my turn. In for the kill! Got you now!
Allow me. Time to take out the trash.
Let's do it.
Right.
What's the holdup?
Now then. Check this out! Well, aren't you a stubborn Spick and span.
Okay.
I'll take you on.
You're gonna get stomped.
Have fun with this. Hope this hurts.
We have a winner.
Did you really think you'd win? I'm ready. Let's do it. In for the kill!
Here we go.
You want some? You're gonna be in a world of hurt. Let's see. What an eyesore.
It's over.
Here we go.
What's the holdup?
You want some? Check this out. Here I go.
Yeah.
I'll take you on.
I'm not backing down. Wanna play, do we? It's my turn.
Something wrong?
Get serious.
You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
You're weak.
Try to block this. Here's a reward.
Allow me.
Right.
Something wrong?
Wanna play? Try this on your side. Let's get those wrinkles out.
Okay.
You're gonna get stomped.
Have fun with this.
Let's do it. Waste of my time.
And that's the end.
Not yet.
お、なんかくれよ。
Show me what you got.
Let's do it. In for the kill.
Here we go.
You wanna fight?
Think you can handle this? No holding back.
There goes nothing. Okay.
Here we go.
What's the holdup?
It's my turn. Easy. Wait.
Moving up in the world.
There's more where this came from. Okay. I'm ready to kick ass. Think I'll enjoy this. It's my turn. In for the kill.
Allow me.
You want some? You're gonna be in a world of hurt.
脳みそ空っぽなの。
Time to put you down.
Here we go. Now then.
Something wrong?
Check this out. Let's get those wrinkles out at least.
Okay.
Let's see.
What's the holdup?
Have fun with this.
I'm
どうなってんのこれ。おつ。
You wanna fight?
目がぼやけて熱くてたまらん。
What?
そりゃ
Let's do it.
Get serious.
Here we go. Try hard.
Hell yeah.
Whew. We should relish this moment. Let's do it. In for the kill.
What's the holdup? Allow me. Pretty bold.
You picked the wrong.
So, let's catch up. For the record, Taichi's safely back in Okinawa by now. Saw him off at the airport personally. Bought him enough tchotchkes to fill a duffel bag. That cabaret fight shouldn't sour his memories of the city.
Good. Taichi's lucky to have you looking out. Thank you, Date-san.
Hang on. Too early to start thanking me. We need to talk about what's next.
Hmm?
Come on. Taichi's far from the only one you've shut out. You've been dead to the world. How many years?
That's what I'm supposed to be. Dead men don't keep in touch. The Daidoji faction made that clear. They only back me as long as I stick to the shadows.
Then what happens now? There's video evidence of Kazuma Kiryu still walking the earth. Force majeure, as the French call it, out of our hands. Daidoji say anything about that yet?
No, nothing so far.
As I thought. They're not omnipotent anyway. Not half as much as they were.
What are you trying to say, Date-san?
Only that, the way I see it, the Daidoji faction has reason to loosen your leash a bit. If circumstances align for a near miss or two with old friends, they'll likely be too occupied to care.
Maybe. But you're forgetting. I keep my promises, whether I'm forced to or not.
Oh, I'm well aware. But seeing Taichi didn't make you break your word, did it? You keep your distance, they never know you're there. I'm sure the Daidoji won't raise a stink.
And if I were one of them, I'd be none too happy.
Bloody hell. Does that backbone of yours ever bend? How about this, then? You know what Kamurocho's like these days. With the Tojo and Omi put to pasture, the Yakuza are just a memory. Petty criminals filled that gap. Better or worse, they're too insignificant to pin down. Cops have nothing to hold on to with them.
I get it. So what?
Some Kamurocho folk think it's worse than ever. Reminds me, Akiyama's gone quiet lately.
Akiyama? Can't find him? Date-san, when was the last time you two spoke?
Just after the dissolution, I suppose. He caught wind Kazuma Kiryu might have had a hand in it. Akiyama went hunting for anything he could find, but came back with nothing more than rumors. He rang me up late one night during his investigations. I've tried calling him since, but there's never an answer. He might have finally left town.
What? So he just disappeared? Do you even know if he's alive?
The thought occurred to me, so I've kept a watch going. If he shows up, the police will know. Are you worried? He's just one of plenty you've turned your back to, after all.
I can't help but be curious. Of course I want to know how they're all doing.
That's so. Glad you finally said it. I'd feel the same way in your shoes. It's time to do something about that.
Tell me what you want from me, Date-san.
I thought I'd been clear. This whole bucket kick list of yours is an opportunity. You and the Daidoji can stay honest with each other while we get you some closure on things. Leave everything to me. Akiyama, too. I'll dig him up somehow.
Date-san.
Who else out there do you need to see? Think. Kamurocho's got a lot of faces. You spent practically half your life on those streets.
The people who meant the most to me are dead. Kazuma-san, Yumi, even Nishiki. I still visit their graves. In fact, I was just there recently. To say I'll be with them soon.
God's sake. All right, let's focus on the ones who are still above ground. Because, like it or not, that includes you, for now. So who else,
Date-san, spending time with you is good enough. Really, you're the best friend I've held on to.
That's very sweet of you and all, but promise that you'll give it more thought. I mean, I know there's more than just me.
Kamurocho locals that I knew. Well, I guess there's Kazuki and Yuya.
There you go. That's a great call, in fact. Kazuki and Yuya. They're doing well, last I checked. As you know, Stardust fell to the Korean Mafia some time back, but it's up and running again.
Is that so?
Yep, now that we have that settled, I only have to come up with a plan. Some way the Daidoji faction will write off as a coincidence, just in case. Like with Taichi, we need the perfect setting. Give me a bit of time.
Whatever you say. I'll go along with this because I trust you. Thanks, Date-san.
Stop it. This is something I want to do. There's no need for one word of appreciation.
I've got some more fight in me.
I see you got here quick. Should have known you two would hustle.
Yeah, what took you?
Hey, Zhao! Jungi-han!
How are you? It's been so long.
Indeed. I see you two are as lively as ever. Well, hello there. Taichi Suzuki-san.
I've seen you two around.
He used to lead the Yokohama Liumang. And I'm sure you remember Jungi-han.
Sunny filled me in on the details, including those about your condition.
Did she? Guess that saves us some time. Who are they?
Some local detectives. I call them up every now and again to keep me informed on Ijincho's latest and greatest. They're still in the trial phase, of course.
On that note, looks like your detective doesn't recognize our man Kiryu-san.
Well, ignorance is bliss, as they say.
So that's what's up. Sawashiro's a hard man to read, I'll admit. Depending on how deep he's in with Ebina, we may want to rethink our approach.
The Seiryu clan's been similarly hard to read after Takabe, their next chairman, went to prison. But hearing this puts a lot into perspective.
Yeah? How so?
It goes back to Takabe's arrest. He was suspected of handing his men illegal firearms. Apparently there was a rat, and now it's smelling more and more like Ebina.
Why?
I heard a Seiryu clan informant leaked the details that led to Takabe's arrest. Now, if Ebina was truly after a second-grade dissolution, he wouldn't need his superior out of the picture. So at the time, we never pinned him as the traitor. However, if the dissolution is merely a ruse, and his true goal was to take the reins of the Seiryu clan, then it's all but certain that Takabe's arrest is his doing.
Is it possible he wanted to split up the Yakuza, but then change his mind after swearing up himself?
Or maybe he joined the Seiryu clan intending to take over from the start. And to do that, he even sacrificed his career with the police.
Why do all that, though?
That's what I'd like to know.
Actually, if Sawashiro's always sticking around Ebina, I bet he'd have some clue.
Yeah. Assuming he's not on board with Ebina's plans like Kasuga says.
Well, Sunny already knows how to contact the guy. Let's just dial him up and see if he'll talk. Long as Ebina's not breathing down his neck.
Well?
No. Thank you.
What's up?
Hello?
It's Dante, Kiryu. Could you come to the Harbor Light if you're free? We'll make for Kamurocho from there. Be sure that you're ready.
Understood. I'll come soon.
Like eye drops from 2 stories up. That'd be from about here, right?
Come on, that's just a way of saying something's not gonna happen.
With no wind, I think it could be done.
Kiryu-san, seriously?
How high up is the second floor? 3 meters or so?
Doesn't that sound doable?
You seem confident in your eye drop catching skills, Kiryu-san.
Put me to the test. Nanba, how's your eye drop accuracy?
Huh? We're doing this?
So, Kiryu-san just stands on the ground floor with his eyes open?
Damn it, Nanba, how'd you end up with the fun part? Psycho? We could beat them at this. Go downstairs and hold your eyelids apart.
Please, no.
What's up?
Sawashiro speaking.
It's Kiryu. We need to talk.
Kiryu-san.
Where are you right now? Your boss there with you?
Before we get lost in the weeds, care to tell me what this is about?
I just want to have a conversation. Somewhere Ebina isn't around.
Well, that's unfortunate. Now, things are rather busy on my end. As you may be aware, I've got my hands full training our men for Hawaii.
You're nothing but a talking head to those men. And your hands are full doing what exactly? Wiping Ebina's ass?
Cute. If it was Ichi who said that, I'd have slit his throat right now.
Then maybe you should say that to my face. Or are you too much of a coward?
I'm at the Seiryu clan warehouse at the docks. Nanba should know how to get there.
I trust Ebina won't be there listening?
No. But it won't be a private meeting. We've got men posted up at every corner. And I doubt they'll appreciate intruders, so don't go expecting a warm welcome.
Fair enough.
Well, if you're that dead set on it, I won't bother talking you down. Best of luck.
So, how should we take that exactly? If we go see Sawashiro, we'll be facing down enemies left and right.
Yep, sure sounded like it.
If you ask me, I think Sawashiro wanted to meet us.
Yeah?
Just think about it. If he wasn't interested, he never would have given his location or the warning at the end. In fact, it's almost like he was sending an SOS.
Wait a sec. So does this mean he's actually on our side?
Well, hell, let's get our asses over to him then.
However, there's a chance we're playing right into his hand. Meaning once we set foot into that warehouse, we'll have to go through hordes of Yakuza only to find Ebina waiting.
Then how do we know whether Sawashiro's lying or not?
Only way to know for sure is to pay him a visit.
As risky as it sounds, I guess we don't have much choice.
Guess not.
Okay. Then why don't I lend you a hand?
Huh?
Huh? What? I'm not invited?
No, we could use your help, if it's all right.
You think I'd rather chill here and let Sunhee hog all the fun?
No, but think about it. If you two make a big scene, it could disturb what little peace hangs in the balance.
That's why we have you to keep the scales from tipping.
You make it sound so simple.
I won't deny that we could use an extra ally. But given your position, won't it cause problems for you to start a fight with the Seiryu clan?
Hey, there are problems in Ijincho as it is. And we've got the Seiryu themselves to thank. And it's them who started this shit. So I say, we shove some back in their faces. Besides, if I let my position hold me back, what kind of lame-ass friend would I be? That isn't stopping you, right? Whoops. May have spoken out of turn there.
No, I think I'm the one who's guilty of that. Forgive me. I take it you're on board?
Huh, I suppose. I won't welcome him with open arms or anything, but maybe a pat on the head will do.
Sheesh. What do I gotta do to get on your good side? It's all good. Let's get out there and kick some ass together.
Hell yeah. Zhao's back to spice up the party.
At this point, we're basically unstoppable, right?
Must be nice, having all the fun to yourselves.
Ah.
Got it.
Remember, stretching is important.
I make this look good, baby. Better than I pictured. We're bringing it back. Now's the time. Ooh, I make this look hard to improve on perfection.
Ordering food with touchscreens now? Tech's come far.
Mm-hmm. When I was a kid, video calls were like crazy sci-fi. Now any phone can do them.
Hey, my Dreamcast did video calls decades ago.
Gamer alert.
Of course the Liamung Prince would have the fanciest toys.
They weren't that expensive.
Tech keeps advancing. Think we'll get time machines?
If you could time travel, what would you do first?
Probably go back and tell myself not to eat those weeds. That week was hell on earth. Ugh, never eat what you find on the street.
Uh-huh. Say no more.
Really? Time travel and that's all you do?
Why? What would you use it for then?
Me? I'm not really sure. Wait a second. Did I leave the gas on at home? Oh, with a time machine, I could go back and check.
That's your answer?
Couldn't you just walk home and see?
There's a pretty rad pawn shop nearby. Always got a ton of great finds. Been a while since I... Stop by. Maybe I'll go poke my head in.
I didn't realize there was a pawn shop around here.
Go figure, right? It was actually a hoarder's house, originally. But once it got cleaned up, turns out it was full of treasures. I bought some of the bowls for my shop. There.
So, the bowls at your restaurant are secondhand?
Yep, a total steal.
All right.
Think I'll enjoy this.
Let's do it. Try to block this.
Here we go.
I gotcha. Okay.
You want some? Just gonna stand there?
Right. Good night.
And that's the end.
Did you really
Strong.
think you'd win?
Show me what you got.
Let's do it. In for the kill.
Allow me.
Okay.
On it. Say goodnight.
You have a winner.
Did you really think you'd win?
Is it weird? I always want ramen after a night of drinking.
Actually, a lot of our customers do that. They all leave saying, "Let's hit up the ramen stall."
Drinking lowers your blood sugar, which makes ramen tastier. Could be that's why it's such a custom.
Wow, you're pretty knowledgeable.
I'd always get dragged out for ramen, even when I was full back in the day.
By your boss, you mean?
Sometimes. Mostly, though, it was a friend of mine. We'd hang out a lot. Act like stupid kids.
Even you had your stupid kid days, huh?
Must have been a special guy to bring out that side of Kiryu-san.
Maybe so.
Hey, anyone else want ramen now? Come over to my place. I'll cook us up some.
Sounds damn fine.
Before we eat, let's all have us a good drink.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうござい。いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
Thanks.
Hey, I'm a good shit.
こっちは買い物終わったよ。もしもし。
There's a sharpness to your fighting style, Zhao. Your strike is like the flick of a wrist.
You think so? Oh, big honor coming from you, Kiryu-san. Maybe all my hard work's paid off.
Have you been doing some kind of specialized training?
Nope, just draining water from noodles.
That's it?
That's it. Draining ramen noodles takes a bit of finesse, believe it or not. The goal is to make quick, reflexive movements, and as few moves as possible. Too much waving your arms around screws with the noodle's delicate texture. And the snap of your wrist is key. So I guess it showed up in my fighting, too.
To think it all stems from something as wholesome as making noodles. What else is up your sleeve, Chef Zhao? Things are going well.
I'm fine.
Yeah, they're rebooting lots of anime from when I was a kid lately.
Yeah, I noticed that, actually. I like when they bring back stuff I wasn't into originally.
So it's new to you, but still feels nostalgic? Yeah.
Of course, now when they recast all the big sister types, I realize all the new actresses are younger than me now.
Huh. Self-pity train pulling into station.
It's just strange, being older than a girl you looked up to.
Well, I just think of it from the protagonist's perspective. A big sister is someone you can always look up to, no matter your age.
Well said, Psycho. Namba, you should listen to her.
Yeah. Why does it feel like I struck a nerve there?
That a UFO or... No, just a plane. Oh well.
You disappointed?
Well, yeah. Who wouldn't want to meet an alien?
You have questions for them or something?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not a loser!
Let's do it. Try to block this. Got you now.
What's the holdup?
Here we go.
Hold up! Come over here! Let's do it.
Think you can handle this? Pretty old.
Did you really think you'd win?
We talked about this before. You have questions for them or something?
Oh. I'd ask something like... what are you into?
Sounds like you're on a blind date.
Damn kitties. You always know just what to say. But I guess those questions should be prepped in advance. Interstellar diplomacy, you know.
Definitely not something you'd find on my bucket list.
Humor me a little. What would you ask an alien?
Me? How about, what do you do on your days off?
Guess it really is a blind date.
All right.
I'm not a loser!
Let's do it. In for the kill.
Allow me. Time to take out the trash.
Okay.
Something wrong?
Now.
No,
Did you really think you'd win?
Found it. Picture perfect.
Good to go.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうございました。
Ever try pudding from a... Thanks. Ever try pudding from a...
I was just wanting some. Thank you.
Ever try pudding from a convenience store? Ugh, they're so rich and creamy these days.
Gosh, are you sure? Hey.
Well, you picked a nice one.
How thoughtful of you.
Ever try pudding from a convenience store? Ugh, they're so rich and creamy these days.
Coming from an experienced chef, I believe you.
Actually, good food in general has gotten pretty easy to find. Means I better get my ass in the kitchen.
Huh. That's a winning attitude.
I just can't stand to lose. Now, it might just be easier to sell some of that store-bought pudding in the end.
I doubt you'd end up doing that. I'll bet you'll whip up something from scratch that blows that other stuff out of the water.
You know, that's what I like about you and Kasagakun.
Sorry, what was that?
Ah, just thinking about a recipe for some mind-blowing almond jelly.
Things are going well.
Oh, thanks.
I actually slept well last night.
Good old photography. Actually, I used to be really into taking pictures.
And you're not anymore?
Well, in the past, I would snap pics of everything around me. But one day, I realized I just couldn't find any more inspiration. Maybe I'd seen it all. There was this emptiness. Like I had already captured every corner of my own tiny world. But I was just a kid back then. So the memories aren't very sharp.
So even as a kid, you felt your world was small.
Damn. When you put it that way, it sounds like I was a real brat, huh?
Well, if you feel like you've broadened your horizons, maybe give that camera another try. See if anything new's inspired you.
Yeah, it's worth a shot.
All right.
You picked a nice one. Thanks.
No problem so far.
I'm not a loser!
Let's do it. Try to block this. Got you now.
Okay,
Wanna
have fun
play,
with
do
this. Hope this hurts.
What's the hold on? Here we go.
Time to put you down! Yeah?
Right.
You want some?
You're going down.
All yours!
What?
It's my turn. Easy. Quick, sweet. Hey.
Found it. Picture perfect. Found it. Picture perfect.
thoughtful of you.
Yo, these frames are sweet.
How are they any different from the ones you already have?
The difference is slight. But yeah, they are the same style. I guess I like to stick to a type. I've got around 20 pairs of these same glasses back home.
You go all in, don't you? But I understand why you'd stick with what's familiar.
Right? I knew you'd get me.
Things are going well.
いらっしゃいませ。ありがとうご
Man, better not lose this then.
Kiryu-san. Just for me. Quite the gesture.
Namba, can you still do the back hip circle?
Huh? Why are you calling me out?
Just looking at the high bars. They say you can't do it after a certain age.
I can still do it. The giant swing, too.
You're a freak of nature, though. You belong in an acrobatics troupe.
I could still do it too. I'm pretty good at gymnastics.
Really? Can we get a demonstration?
Definitely not in this skirt.
What's this? Do I detect a harassment case?
What? No, I was just curious if she could.
I'm kidding. Just an old habit from managing personnel.
Is that what you call it?
Times we live in. It's best to consider your words before you speak.
Anyway, Namba, you never answered. Can you still back hip circle?
I don't know. Maybe I'll come back to the park alone at night and see.
Then you'd just get carted away for being a weirdo.
Oh, this world's completely inhospitable. Nice work out there.
Hey, Namba.
Kiryu-san. Shit. I don't know what to do.
Honestly, I've had worse reactions to my face.
Okay, remember everything going on? Yeah, the guy stalking Miyabi-chan in my old workplace, the bigwig?
Sure. What about him?
He's here in Ijinsho, out drinking with some henchmen, apparently. Just now, Miyabi-chan called me to let me know. She warned me not to run into him. The thing is, this son of a bitch cost me my job. And he keeps antagonizing Miyabi-chan.
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking maybe this is my chance to finally say something to him.
That's all you want to do? You seem like you're ready for a brawl.
Guess we'll just have to wait and see. It's just... Kiryu-san, when I saw your face, I knew I couldn't put this off any longer.
Hey, don't make my face your excuse here.
Yeah, I know. It's my decision to go out there. There's too much I need to get off my chest. No turning back this time.
How much have you had? You seem a little tipsy.
Okay. Let's make some magic, Kiryu-san. Follow me into battle.
Wait, this isn't like you, Namba.
Yeah, he's supposed to be somewhere right around here. Hey, Kiryu-san. Eyes open for that guy's harasser-ass face.
You need to take it easy. Is that good old Namba standing in my way?
Oh, now that's a lucky break. Finally found you, you dirty swine.
What now? Little grunt. Who the hell do you think you're talking to? You should be bowing.
Why should I bow to you? It's not like I'm your employee anymore, right? I've been laid the hell off. So right now, we're just two grown men. And you're the one in my way.
Oh, yeah. You did get fired. Hey, you guys know about him? Good old Namba here got busted for stealing meds as a nurse.
That's an old story, and not like it sounds. But you're still the creep who harasses his secretaries. You're the one who had me fired, weren't you? Miyabi-chan and I were friends, and you couldn't stand to see it, right?
Yeah? So what? That it? Is that why you're so upset with me? Losing your 9 to 5?
It's not just that. Miyabi-chan lost her first job as a secretary because of you.
Guilty as charged. Oh, are you here to avenge her? Well, throw down, little man! Come get some!
The hell'd you say?
Don't let him make you throw the first punch. He'll just use that as an excuse to gang up on you.
Your big old buddy here's pretty sharp. But you don't need his advice, do you, Nanba? Prove you're a man and take a shot at me.
That's so. So, you admit it was you then?
What?
You fired me on your own. It wasn't a company decision. That means... It means Ichiban was never the reason. He's 100% innocent. He's blame-free.
Huh? What are you rambling about?
We did it, Kiryu-san. Ichiban wasn't at fault, just like I figured.
Nanba, don't tell me.
Somebody explain what he's saying to me. Fuck that, actually. Talking is bullshit. I'm a man of action.
Bring it on.
Allow me.
You wanna fight?
It's over.
Yeah.
Something wrong? Yaruko?
I'll take you on.
Kick your ass.
Here we go. Oyo! Hardly a fair fight.
Wait a second! Hold on, please! What's gonna happen to me?
Hey, Mr. Grab-Ass, sir. You leave Miyabi-chan alone starting right now. All you do to her is give her a secretary job again. Obviously, not working underneath you, that is. You assign her to the most decent boss you have down there.
But I...
Oh, is that not doable for some reason? Maybe my friends and I should come find you again? And again?
No! You got it! She's back to secretary work! Just please, don't hit me anymore.
Huh. That'll do. You should be honored, you know. This guy's fists are famous.
Ah, sheesh. Let's get out of here, all right? Crowd's gathering.
Forgive me, Kiryu-san. It was all the adrenaline rush.
Don't worry about it. Kasuga's lucky to have a friend like you.
Huh?
I never realized. This whole time you weren't bitter about losing your job. You were worried that Kasuga might feel like he's to blame.
Yep. Ichiban's carrying so much guilt on his shoulders, thinking he got me fired. I had to be able to assure him that it was never his fault. All this time, Ichiban's been suffering needlessly, feeling like he owes me. I just wanted to relieve him of that burden.
But even if it had been because of the online thing, you never held it against him, did you?
Of course not. How could I have? He didn't do anything wrong.
I see.
One thing, though.
Hmm?
I've been biting my tongue for weeks now, and it's been pretty exhausting. Because I really did love that job, you know? So after they fired me, I had to make sure not to mope about it near Ichiban, in case he took it to heart. And now, I'm so glad. I'm glad because Ichiban is just unhateable. I could never be mad at him. Not for any reason.
Nanba.
I'm sorry. I'm just feeling relieved.
Namba, for tonight only, what do you say we have a real drink?
You're devious, Kiryu-san. If we're gonna do this, I insist we go top shelf. Bartender, give me your #1 best and most affordable offering.
Got it. Thanks for the report. I'll be there soon. You guys have to stand down. We won't come out of this unscathed. Considering we're up against Hancho Sa.
What's going on? You were just on the phone with a subordinate, right?
Sorry? I don't know what you're talking about. Anyway, I just finished my drink, so I'll be leaving now.
Wait, Sunhee. It sounded like you don't have enough hands on deck.
Psh, I'm the queen of Komi Jewel. I always have enough hands.
Suzuki-san, it's rare for you to be stood up.
I doubt I even had a chance. Do you happen to know anything about what Sunhee is dealing with right now?
As much as it pains me to snitch, it seems that a hostile faction in Komi Jewel started an insurrection.
An insurrection?
About 10 of them, all led by Hancho Sa, have been attacking one Liumang shop after another. It's likely they're aiming to start a war as quickly as they can to try and overthrow Sunhee-san.
Things have already escalated that far?
As the queen, she needs to bring Komi Jewel under control herself before the Liumang retaliates.
Which Liumang spots are they hitting up? Do you know where they are?
I take it you intend on helping her?
Of course.
I understand how you feel, but you ought to know that Sunhee-san can't accept an outsider's help. Unless she demonstrates authority and resolves this situation herself, the same thing will keep happening.
Please, time is of the essence. There's no way I could relax and knock back some drinks after hearing all that.
That's not the only problem, by the way. I've noticed she's been trying to act tougher than usual whenever she's around you. My guess is that she wants to look more put together in front of her hero. You should be more considerate. Take her feelings into account.
Now's not the time for that.
Oh, right. I do have something that could come in handy. Wear this, and you'll look like any other Komi jewel. Sunhee-san won't even bat an eye.
That's genius. I owe you one, bartender.
Enough, Hanshul-sa! I have always thought of you as a hero. Why would you do this?
That's right. I am a hero. But should a hero be forced to spend the rest of his life under the thumb of a little girl? Only a man of brute force, undeterred by bloodshed, can rule the underworld. Not a woman like you. I'm taking what is rightfully mine.
So that's Hanshul-sa.
Take a good look, Sunhee. Don't your underlings make for a pathetic sight? They actually thought they stood a chance against me. Arrogant greenhorns. There's no soldier worth his salt within the present-day Komi Jewel. I've spent my days wreaking carnage during the Tojo clan's prime. I will bring change to this pitiful organization of yours. What's so funny?
You, Hanshul-sa. You've gone senile. Sounds like you're under the impression that you could beat me, if only by brute force.
Of course I can. But I'll let this slide, as long as you get on your knees and surrender. And swear to all of Ijincho that you're relinquishing your post as Komi Jewel's commander-in-chief.
That's all? Anything else?
Let's see. Ah, yes. Strip off your clothes when you kneel. Imagine. The Queen of Komi Jewel surrendering while nude. Don't you know? The common man loves a good show. You were never one who served to please.
Huh. Good to hear.
Huh?
The proud warrior I once knew is dead to me now. And the lowly, boorish man I see here is nothing but a shell of his former self. Now I have no qualms meting out punishment as your leader.
Foolish girl. You only have a single underling left on your side. Give it up. You can't win.
Don't listen to him. I will win. Even if I have to fight alone. If you want to run, now's your chance.
No, I cannot do that. Whatever you decide, I'll see it through to the end, Sunhee.
That voice.
Don't pay me any mind. Hanshul-sa is approaching, so please brace yourself for battle.
Right.
Look lively, men! It's time for a new era! Down with the Queen!
Think I'll enjoy this. It's my turn. Try to block this!
Here we go.
Wanna play, do we?
Time to put you down!
Let's do it.
Allow me. Hardly a fair
Did you
fight.
really think you'd win?
Learning more every day.
How could I, the Hanshul-sa, have lost?
Poor judgment, I'd say. That's just too bad. For you, I mean. Age has not been kind to you, Since you messed with the Liumang, I'll just hand you over to them so they can decide what to do with you. Unfortunately, that means I can't guarantee your life.
No, please! Wait, Sunny! I'm sorry. I was in the wrong.
In the underworld, you can't play ignorant and expect to get away with it. You were the one who taught me that. Hey, you! Thanks for the help. You really saved me back there. I didn't know we had someone like you in our organization.
It's an honor to be of service to the Queen.
Why don't you take off your mask?
My apologies, but it is more imperative to tend to the injured as soon as possible. Pardon me, ma'am, but I should go look for help.
Fine. Go on ahead. Have you been drinking here ever since I left earlier? Kiryu-san, a long drinking session is no good for your health, you know?
It's fine. I didn't drink that much.
Then I guess I'll take this seat. So... did the bartender lend you that Komi Jewel mask?
Sorry, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ah, looks like I made you worry quite a bit. But if that's how you want it, I'll play along. Right, bartender? You got involved too, didn't you?
I'm afraid I'm just as in the dark as you are.
Sure, of course you are. God, neither of you open up about your past or your secrets very easily. You two are certainly veterans in that field.
How about a drink, Sunhee? Just relax. Try not to give the bartender such a hard time.
You two might be the only ones alive who'd treat me like a child. Then again, perhaps that's why I'm rather fond of this bar. To good friends and good drinks. Cheers.
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 So what happened to that one traitor in Komi Jewel? What was his name again? Anjolsa?
You're still keeping up the act? Huh. Well, my lips are sealed. It's a Komi Jewel issue. Outsiders don't need to know. Okay, dealing with Kiryu-san is one thing, but why is the bartender smirking? That's poor customer service, you know.
Look at her, giving us the cold shoulder.
Yeah, she has a point. That won't fly in the service industry, bartender.
All right, you two.
Yeah, but is that really true? I just can't believe it. Gotcha. I guess I was wrong about the whole thing. I'll go check it out myself. Depending on how things go, this could mean war.
Looks like something happened with Psycho-san.
Yeah, something alarming at that. Especially if it means war.
If I recall correctly, the two of you have talked about it before. About how her girls being headhunted may have been part of a ploy.
That's right. I guess the CEO who's been fawning over her was behind everything.
Not so sure about that. It's hard to say, going by that phone call alone.
Excuse me. Are you Suzuki-san? Thanks for looking out for our mama.
Who? You talking to me?
Who else would she be talking to? You're the only Taichi Suzuki here.
You mentioned your mama. I'm guessing you're one of Psycho's girls?
Yeah, She was just here, right? I came to stop her from rushing into trouble, but she hung up before I could get a word in.
So the person Saika was talking to...
Yep, it was me.
What's going on?
Right. You know that CEO making a move on our mama? Turns out he has connections with the rival club.
The rich guy with a consulting firm?
Yeah, him. Apparently he and the manager of the rival club ran in the same circles back in college. Mr. CEO was always looking out for him. Anyway, it sounds like the club manager asked his old pal to keep hounding our mama to keep her from noticing all the headhunting.
So Saika went to give those guys a piece of her mind. That's what you thought she'd be in trouble, right?
Yeah, she sounded pretty pissed, so I figured I had to stop her.
All right, I'll go check on her then. Do you know where this club is?
Oh, yeah, I do, actually.
I can't believe you've been wasting my time. So tell me, was everything just a ruse so you could pick apart my whole crew?
Well, guess this is the end of the line. You caught me. I did help him headhunt for his club, yes. It was a request from an old friend, see. He always comes to me whenever he's in a pinch.
Sorry about all this. I'll clean up this mess.
It's fine. But, Psycho-san, listen. I know you're angry, but I think there's been a little misunderstanding.
Uh-huh. Sure there is. But now that I know what you're after, I can see right through you. You're just a pair of scumbags.
Hey! Watch your mouth. My friend here makes millions in a month. And you're just a mama from some cheap-ass club.
What, you expect me to change my tune just because he's filthy rich? This is between me and him, so buzz off, dumbass!
You bitch! Guess you didn't need my help after all. That's quite a face you're making, Saiko.
Oh. Hey, Kiryu-san. Why are you here?
I got word you were pissed at a guy for using you, but you seem to be keeping a cool head.
Well, yeah. I just want them to quit snatching up my girls. Well, that and having them swear never to do that again.
Right. So that's why you got yourself a bodyguard. But that makes things easier for us. You know, since I'd rather not lay a hand on a lady, you know.
Can we not? I didn't come here to deal with you.
I don't want to get dragged into this either. At least, wait until I leave?
No can do, man. Gotta hit him hard and fast to come out on top. The guy's hired by the Saiko Makoto. You can bet she's got something up her sleeve. This old man's probably gonna put up a good fight.
Hold on. I think you've got the wrong idea now. Just FYI, you're messing with the wrong person. I can't tell you his name, but I'm warning you. He's strong enough to be called a legend.
Like I'm falling for that. Come on, boys! Time to shut him up! Get him!
I'm ready.
Here we go.
It's over!
Right. Check this out. Here I go.
Allow me. Pretty bold of you.
Yes.
What the hell are you?
I did say you messed with the wrong guy.
Wait, please! I really can't fight or anything! This has all been a misunderstanding, Psycho-san!
Give it up already, won't you? The manager here asked you to toy with me, didn't he? You think I was in a rush to get married since I'm right at that age? So you played it up thinking I'd bite?
Just a second. Why do you insist Psycho's misunderstanding something? Spit it out.
I admit it. At first, I did try to get close to Psycho-san at my friend's behest. He wanted me to draw your attention. That way he could poach all the girls you've trained yourself. As for me, I thought I could have some fun with a young, beautiful mama who works hard to earn her money with her own club.
Ugh, can you hurry up and get to the point already? Because you're just adding fuel to the fire right now.
I apologize. Just please, let me say my piece.
Fine, I'm listening.
After dating you, I started to fall for you. Your personality and your business philosophy, and that's when I realized if I were to find a partner for life, I can't see myself with anyone but you.
What are you saying?
Do you truly hate me, Psycho-san? I was kind of hoping I still stood a chance, however slight. I've got money and the looks, if I do say so myself. My business is doing well, and I love kids. And I fully understand that my personality needs some fixing.
Wait, are you seriously trying to propose to her right now?
I am. I hadn't been interested in marriage at all, not until recently. Too many women have tried to get close to me, their eyes set on the fortune I've made. But Psycho-san is different from them. She cared not a whit for my money. She's always brimming with confidence, even when she relies on someone else. You're beautiful and thoughtful. With someone like you at my side, I'm sure I could learn how to support another. In the beginning, I had considered it a ridiculous farce, but now I believe we could create the perfect family together. That doesn't sound like such a bad deal, right? You can even drop your modest little club. I guarantee that my old friend will take good care of your girls at his place. From a business perspective, surely you understand how this would benefit you.
What bullshit.
Huh?
I'm done listening to your stupid, long-winded excuse, so now you listen to me. First, run off to that little friend of yours. Tell him not to come near my girls. Ever. If he tries to pull another stunt like that again, he's as good as dead in this town. I'll crush that little club of his and kick you two out of Ijincho myself.
But what about my proposal?
I'm not done talking.
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, but your words didn't get my heart racing. But I admit, it takes balls to propose given your current situation. Maybe that would have worked on some other girl, but not me. But if you keep coming on to me, I will humiliate you so badly you will never recover from the shame.
Oh God!
Don't you ever come looking for me again, if you know what's best for you. It's over. Goodbye.
You're a tough one. Guess I didn't need to check on you.
Unbelievable! Like, seriously, do I only attract guys like him? They all try to weigh marriage with pros and cons, but I don't see a single goddamn pro from my end. Ugh! Idiots, all of them. This isn't a joke.
Sometimes that's just how it is.
I'm a businesswoman. I have my priorities sorted, unlike most guys.
Agreed. But maybe you ought to slow down. You're drinking too much too fast.
Well, excuse me, but I am pretty depressed right now. Is that how marriage proposals go nowadays? Or am I just old-fashioned?
Old-fashioned how?
Well, when I think of marriage, I think of a place two lovers end up after affirming their feelings for one another. But that CEO and even Ichiban,
Yeah?
they both said the same thing, like how they'd make me happy and what sort of dream we could live out together. But there's something more important than all of that. Why didn't he realize that? And he thought he could get away with it after knowing me for so long.
Look, maybe this is just my imagination.
Uh-huh.
The CEO and Kasuga's proposals, they both sounded the same to you, didn't they?
I mean, Ichiban's was probably worse, but yeah, they were pretty similar. Especially when it comes to saying what mattered most to me.
I figured as much.
What makes you say that?
I've spent a lot of time with Kasuga in Hawaii. His awkwardness aside, I do admire his passion. And by now, after having a few drinks with you, I can imagine what sort of date you went on and what you guys talked about. I'm sure he was spinning his wheels, trying so hard to convince you. Unfortunately, every point he made to win you over all meant the same thing to you. That there won't be a single con. And that wasn't what you wanted to hear when he was proposing, was it? But you can't bring yourself to tell him that you wanted to hear something else. Because of that, you spent all this time not talking to him.
You really think so? Actually, maybe you're right. Maybe that's what this is all about.
I can't answer that question for you. But I do have one piece of advice. Nobody knows when their life will be over. One day, you might be told your days are numbered.
Kiryu-san.
When you're young, you think you have all the time in the world. But the clock's ticking. I don't recommend you end things the way they are. That's all I have to say.
Thank you, Kiryu-san.
No need to thank me. That was just the ravings of an old man.
If you say so. You know, I really loved my grandpa, so you can keep going on about the good old days if you want.
Hey now, I was just being modest there. Don't actually treat me like any other old man.
Yes, sir. Anyway, I'll slow down so we can take our time drinking. Come on, how about a toast?
To what?
Let's see. To this very moment, to enjoy the rest of our lives to the fullest.
Not bad. I'll drink to that. Cheers.
Cheers.
Hey, thanks a lot.
Hey, Joe.
Ah, hey there, Kiryu-san.
Someone's been knocking him back. You know, I still haven't had a drink with you yet. Mind if I sit here?
Of course not. Be my guest. Some one-on-one time with Kiryu-san, huh? Kinda making me a little nervous here.
Then I guess you've already got a good buzz going. Been a while since you stepped down as a leader of the Liumang, hasn't it?
Yep. Now I'm just a regular old civilian. Trying to be one, at least.
Right. I imagine other people might not see it that way.
It's been a solid 15 years since you quit the business, right? But people still call you Kiryu-san. The fourth chairman and the Dragon of Dojima.
Yeah. There's no running from your past. Guess we're both struggling on that front.
But at least I've got it a bit easier than you. My name's only good round here in Ijincho.
Do you ever regret giving it all up? Your father passed you the mantle, right?
Well, Liumang was tearing itself apart from the inside out back then. Thanks to Ryo Aoki and the Omi Alliance. A good lot of them stabbed me in the back. Some of the old heads included. We had no choice but to rebuild from the ground up. Obviously, somebody has to take responsibility for all that. And, well, who else better than the guy up top? Since Komijul was literally going up in smoke too, Ijincho's entire gray zone was in danger. Having Sun-hee take the wheel was the best choice, so no. I don't regret my decision.
I see.
By bringing the Liumang and Komijul together, Sun-hee managed to save a lot of lives. That had to be a ton of hard work. I can't possibly thank her enough for all she's done.
I'm impressed you're so honest about it.
I gotta say, it hits different when you're the one dishing out praise, Kiryu-san. Kasuga-kun's got away with words, but you're not too bad yourself.
Thanks.
Kiryu-san, you're a dead man walking, aren't you? So you can't pay your family or friends a little visit?
That's right.
Are you sure you should be talking to me then?
The Daidoji probably think that this will all work out in their favor. So they'll turn a blind eye.
All right then. You think it'd be cool if you came over to my place?
Your place?
I own a Chinese restaurant, see? An old little hole in the wall, but it's mine. Sometimes I cook the food myself. Scratch that. Not sometimes. I cook pretty much every day.
From the top of the Liumang to the head of the kitchen.
I've always loved cooking. You'd catch me in the kitchen even during my Liumang days. A lot of my guys like to eat whatever I whipped up to.
You ever consider that it was hard for them to tell the boss his food sucks?
Oh, so that's how you want to play. Guess now I've just gotta invite you to my restaurant then.
Must be nice to run a business doing what you love. Sounds pretty rewarding, too.
Sure is. And I'd be more than happy to serve you up a meal anytime.
That's some confidence you've got there. I look forward to it. How about another round?
Fine by me. But you should take it easy. Wouldn't want you to keel over before you get a taste of my cooking.
Fine. Whatever you say. Barkeep.
Hard to believe you're a sick man. Barkeep, hit me with another two.
That's the spirit.
I'm good.
Hey, check it out. A four-leaf clover.
Oh, nice find. Are you gonna hang on to it?
It's a nice thought, but I'll pass. Life's been good to me these days. Hanging out with pals, running my own restaurant. I feel like someone else might need these lucky leaves more than me right now.
That's very compassionate.
Tell the truth, I just don't want to get my hands dirty. I mean, it's...
Sure, I believe you. All right.
The view from here really is spectacular, isn't it? I'm really happy you remembered how much I love this place.
Well, thank you for sharing it with me. This view's really grown on me, too. I've passed by countless times, but I didn't realize how scenic it was until you showed me.
I'm glad you appreciate it, too. I do value my alone time, but you tend to discover more when you're out with a friend. It's made me realize that having a companion is a beautiful thing.
True. I felt the same way in Hawaii, and I've learned so much from you and the others here. Everyone carries a unique perspective. Even the most casual conversations are refreshing. Definitely not something you can get on your own.
I'm glad you feel the same.
I hope you'll share more often. I want to see more of the town through a fresh perspective.
It would be my pleasure, but now I'm curious about your favorites, Kiryu-san.
Guess it wouldn't be fair to hoard my secrets. Next time, I'll take you to a great restaurant.
A restaurant, huh? That works. I'm looking forward to it.
With a view like this, we should make it last. How about a picture? I'll take one for you.
A picture? You know, I actually don't think I've ever taken one here. But if we're taking pictures, why not join me? That is, if you want to, of course.
You want me in there? I suppose we can take one together.
Thank you, Kiryu-san. This was a great detour. I hope we have many more like it.
Likewise.
Not a scratch.
I've got some more fight in me.
Hey, this truck sells vegetables.
Yeah, they do. I buy them here often, actually. Trust me, they are top-tier veggies.
So, they're fresh?
That's part of it. For example, check out the asparagus. Closed tips, all nearly identical. Or see, the daikon are hefty but don't have too many pores. Stuff like that.
I get it. Makes sense you'd notice that as a chef.
I admit, I meticulously evaluate all my produce. But they're used to me here.
I bet any shop would feel honored to serve such a passionate customer.
That's not sarcasm, is it?
Things are going well.
Oh, hey, I need to stop off for some cleaning supplies at the drugstore.
Spring cleaning or something?
No, I own a restaurant, remember? The floor tends to get pretty slippery.
Right. Ramen shops and places like that do tend to get fairly messy.
It's actually a huge pet peeve. One time I was crossing the floor, both hands gripping full plates. I nearly ate shit, but I pulled off a triple axle and managed to save the meal by the skin of my teeth.
spring cleaning or something?
No, I own...
Right.
It's one bite I've pulled off ever since then. No way I'm wasting precious food over something dumb like tripping up.
Never would have guessed you'd be the one to slip up. But if it results in a cleaner floor, then I suppose all's well that ends well. Not to mention, I'd love to see you do your acrobatics in a restaurant. All right. Our bond's getting deeper.
Got Virtua Fighter.
You're into fighting games, Zhao?
Sure. I played the crap out of Virtua Fighter back in the day.
Yeah? Must have been a big shot at your local arcade, huh?
Not at all, honestly. I spent all my time playing it on the Dreamcast. And I got used to that controller. But arcade sticks are a whole different beast. So I always lost. I was kicking myself for not buying the arcade stick along with the game. Ever since then, you won't catch me dead without my tools and weapons. I'm so ready.
Seems life has a funny way of teaching us lessons. Things are going well.
You ever notice, Kiryu-san, how much swag these kids' manga magazines have nowadays?
Swag?
Little bonuses, man. Microscopes, mini planetariums. Some even come with a claw machine.
Really? You can get all that in a magazine?
That's right. You build the gadgets yourself, and they're typically well designed.
Huh. That's new. When I was a kid, all we got were playing cards. You might have taken you still read manga?
Nah. One of my regulars brought his kid in, and I noticed the little guy crafting stuff. And before I knew it, I was sitting there, helping him out while the dad was munching away.
What a nice family atmosphere. All right.
Might be time to buy some new threads. You mind making a stop if I see a nice place?
Not at all. You have a particular brand in mind?
It's not that I don't, but I tend to go for whatever randomly piques my interest. Kinda why I can't stand shopping online.
True. Ordering online can be a crapshoot.
Yeah, exactly. I suck at it. I always end up with stuff that's not quite what I imagine. And returns are a hassle, so I'd usually give the clothes to my men.
Free clothes to sweeten the deal. Not bad, considering your fashion sense.
Not bad at all, right? Talk about employee benefits.
That's one way to put it. Things are going well. I've really gotten to know them.
Irashaimase.
Let's dig in.
Real meal.
Thanks for buying.
That was great.
The food.
Certainly food.
ありがとうございました。
Found it. Picture perfect.
You know, I've gotten really into green tea lately.
I enjoy a good cup of tea. And I notice a lot of desserts are green tea flavor these days.
Right? But I'm in it for the process, not so much the flavor. Somehow, I just love making it.
That's a pretty refined hobby.
Sure, it was tough starting out. My tea would be all icky and lumpy like snot. Now I make a mean cup of matcha. Creamy, foamy goodness. You see, initially I just wanted something to go with my tea cakes. But these days, all I really care about is the arts of tea. And honing my brewing technique.
Sounds like the journey replaced the destination. But isn't that how it goes? All right. Our bond's getting deeper.
Charming Hasaku face?
What are you muttering to your phone about?
Oh, it's a crossword app. Forgot the deadline for the sweepstakes was coming up.
First magazines and newspapers. Now there are crossword apps?
They're pretty fun. Educational, too. Oh, gotta be ramen.
What's the prize if you win?
Let's see, a year's supply of bean sprouts.
I doubt those sprouts could last a whole year.
Yeah, no way. So if I win, I'll have to hold a bean sprout bonanza at my restaurant. And I'm sure I can rely on old Kiryu-san to help finish them off.
They have given away something more useless. Things are going well.
Oh, thanks.
Nanchan, Nanchan! Try this cup ramen. Spicy hot rounds of hell. Extreme noodles.
Look at this thing. Even the demon on the package is crying. I like spicy stuff, but my gut sure don't. Not lately. Pass. Hey, Sunhee, what about you? You're a kimchi connoisseur, no?
What the hell does that mean? Anyway, I tried that cup ramen the other day. Pretty tasty.
Oh, really? Well, maybe it's not that bad then.
While I was eating, Jungi kept looking at me like he wanted some. I let him have a quick slurp. Last thing I saw were his cheeks turning red as he ran off.
Poor SOB.
If it was too spicy for him, I guess I'll pass too.
Pretty badass, Sunhee, winning the battle against the extreme noodles.
Naturally. Of course, they came back for round 2 on the toilet later.
Won the battle, but lost the war.
How thoughtful of you.
Thank you.
French food we had at this one place a while back was fantastic. Oh, must be nice to be filthy rich and eat like that whenever you want.
Oh, yeah? You sound jealous.
Well, who wouldn't be? I definitely am. Though I bet I'd probably get pretty fat eating out all the time.
So, maybe I am jealous, but it's not like I think less of myself or anything. This old-timer I knew once told me something I've kept to heart ever since.
And what's that?
The rich pay for my social, so who's really coming out on top? How about that? The man's got a point. That's me.
Oh, brother.
You're shitting me.
Something up?
There's this wok, made by a famous craftsman that just got released today. I wanted to try it out, so I was really gunning for it. There were limited quantities, and they have all been snatched up already. Damn it.
Guess it was in high demand.
Well, yeah, they're popular. But I bet it's only sold out because of scalpers.
Scalpers?
Yeah. They buy up all the good shit, then list them for auction at sky-high prices.
I see. So they're opportunists.
Bastards aren't even gonna use what they bought. Really pisses me off. If I ever find one in person, I'm gonna deep fry their ass.
Not sure anyone wants that on the menu. All right. I've really gotten to know them.
Thank you.
Bring it on!
Let's do it.
Try to block this! Got you now!
Here we go. Time to take out the trash.
Think you can handle this?
Just gonna stand there?
Yeah.
Strong. You really think...
Passing by this arcade always brings back sour memories.
Something bad happened here?
One day, on a whim, I tried out this capsule machine selling pocket plants.
Plans? Guess they'll turn anything into collectibles these days.
Yeah, well, I ended up getting 5 of the 6 possible items, with no dupes, all in a row. I was on this winning streak, so I figured I'll pull again, just to snag the whole collection. But it was like the last one was actively dodging. In the end, I spent like 7,000 yen. My arm was practically jelly from pulling that crank.
Sounds like the machine got you good.
But you know, when I finally scored that full set, it felt like the stars aligned.
Must have been a big relief. What type of plant was in the last one?
Just your everyday Japanese spruce.
Huh. Congrats. Things are going well. Complete.
Say, Kiryu-san, you up for a trip to the arcade?
An arcade? Sure. You have something in mind?
Not in particular. I just got the urge to play a few games with you, that's all.
Out of nowhere, huh? All right.
Come on in.
Hey, what's with the face?
Huh? Oh, hey, Kiryu-san. Something's been bugging me, actually.
That right?
Yep. Mind hearing me out? Can't say it'll be much fun, though.
I'm all ears.
I was checking out this food blog earlier. They review bars and other joints here in Ijincho. Of course, that means they hit up my place, too.
Sounds like they rubbed you the wrong way.
Well, yeah. They wrote a bunch of crap about how the food sucks, how the employees are rude, how the place is a stinking mess. And it's not a one-time deal either. They've been writing about my place for days.
You're saying these are fake reviews?
What else could they be? I take pride in my cooking. Sure, my place might be a little old, but I keep it spotless. Man, even thinking about all this just pisses me off.
Can't be fun to deal with.
Yeah, trust me, it's not. Still trying to figure out how to handle this. Should I leave it alone, or do I do something about it? Maybe we should have talked about something else.
I wonder who they really are. Why do they get to remain anonymous when they're writing something awful like that?
Not very fair now, is it? I'm also itching to find out what kind of person posted that. I get that everyone's entitled to their own opinion, but this just doesn't sit well with me.
Has that blog started to affect your business?
Nah. Sales is more or less the same as ever, as far as I know. My place gets lots of regulars. I think the customers who do follow blogs are usually the first-timers.
Makes sense. And all that's left to consider is how you feel about this whole situation.
Yep. Guess so. And I think I've got an idea who that blogger is.
Oh, yeah?
Right before that blog posted, I got into a nasty little spat with a customer. Never seen him before in my life.
How'd that happen?
Well, considering my previous occupation, I get a lot of customers with some real heavy baggage. So I don't let people take any pictures or videos once they're inside. Even got signs saying so. But that guy didn't give a shit.
And there's no way you didn't call him out.
Damn right. I went up to him and I told him, please refrain from filming inside the restaurant. Honestly, I wouldn't have cared if it was just him there, but the place was pretty packed at the time. And that just got him all riled up. How dare you speak to a customer like that? And things just went downhill from there. He flung his chopsticks at his bowl and stormed out, screeching, "See if I ever come back here again!" The day after that, someone posted on their blog talking shit about my restaurant. I figure it's probably the same guy.
I think I need more evidence before jumping to conclusions.
Fair enough. But it's also hard to believe those two events happening one after the other was pure coincidence.
So, what's your plan? If that customer's the same person behind the blog post, are you going to confront him?
I'm not gonna go that far. I'm just a regular civilian now, a humble chef.
Considering how proud you are of your cooking, you're taking this pretty well.
Yep, I think so too. It's like, once I get heated, it's hard for me to hold back.
This guy. What happened to being a regular civilian? Guess I'll have myself another drink. Alcohol's not a bad distraction.
I'm with you there. Sorry for making you sit through that nonsense.
Just glad you're feeling better.